troll.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
What's up, guys? Yes. This DJ will kick the floor in three, two, 1.
On the troll.
It's fidgeting, it's flipping, it's doing whatever, and it is Friday today. Definitely you can hear my voice is just up, it's pumped up for this show. I'm here for it, and I can tell you it is cold outside, but inside where we are at, it is cold more than outside because things are happening. You've got Mr. Anonymous here chilling with you and Emily, and as you can see, Emily is sitting holding everything tight. It is cold because the things we work with, they require this much coldness. Greetings to everyone who is in the panel. Greetings to everyone who's greeting us back. The first one being Mabudi, Sanbingelela, Tijo, Sanbingelela Bafwetu. Welcome. Yeah, we've got a lot to unpack, and we tried to prepare as much as we can. Don't be confused by the fact that we are early. We just work efficiently because we were itching also to be here. What about you, Emily?
Yeah, today I was definitely itching to be early. Hi guys, welcome back to the Mzansi Reality YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us here again for another live stream on the deliberation on the Senzo Meyiwa trial. Yes, a lot was happening in that courtroom. Mabasa, hi Kona. Warren Officer Mabasa.
Uyabasa, Mabasa.
Hi, bezikhala kakhulu.
Someone is cooking Mabasa. Uyabasa. It's just making fire. That is actually I just thought of it like that. Mabasa, and then someone was cooking. I don't know who was cooking, who had the pots, who had everything. But whoever was fidgeting with the pictures probably was the one who had a pot. Mabasa ngapha yena avuthela umlilo. That's how things were happening in that court today.
I was flabbergasted. I was like, is this even real? Is this really happening? Like, sometimes I feel like I'm dreaming when I'm watching that case. It's so unbelievable, the things that are happening in that court. They are so unbelievable. I'm like, is this really happening?
It is. It is. You've got to believe it. You've got to believe. But I think I just collected enough for you guys to enjoy this show and not moan the things that are happening in that court, because that's what we do this show for. So we're here not to moan, but we're here to try and just make ourselves feel better. And actually see things and that could hurt us in advance and protect ourselves from such. Yeah, so Sila, Lindiwe, Bebe, thank you. God bless you. Unkulunkulu akubusise nje njalo for always
Thank you,
without a
Lindiwe.
fail and
Thank
giving.
you.
Thank you. Siyabonga, we notice you, and let me just rush before you start, Emil, because I saw someone else. Mautwane Africa Jabadi. Siyabonga kakhulu. God bless you.
Thank you, Mautwane.
Unkulunkulu akubusisa kwandela uthathe khona.
Yes.
Emily, let us try to hit this ground and run.
Okay, I'm gonna be very fast today. It's been a while since I ran through stuff like this. I have to, because I'm looking forward to hearing from our family later on when you guys get to call. So this time around, the judge is the one who was late, and he said that he was with someone who was going to attend the Constitutional Court address by the president. He is the one that actually delayed him in the morning, and he said that he's out of town, so he had to talk to them. So court resumed, and Sergeant Mabasa made a return to come and continue with his cross-examination by Advocate MNISI. MNISI resumed his cross-examination, and he started off by asking him, have you ever heard the saying that all that glitters is not gold? Mabasa said no, he's never heard of it.
What do you make of that? Right there. That right there. What did you make of it?
Inte khanyayo akusukuthi igolide. Something that is shiny and sparkly doesn't mean that it's gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in a nutshell, I could speculate that the report said that
It's not.
he's never had gold teeth.
It's not exactly gold. All right. Thank you.
Apologies, guys. We have a third host today.
As usual, and that's me. It's my fault.
So Mabasa then said, no, I've never heard of it. Mabasa said that he was hearing it for the first time from MNISI. And you know what? This was funny. I laughed. Regarding the evidence he testified on, he said that he was approached by Sergeant Mohola on the 2nd of February 2025. Mabasa said that the content of the request to him was for him to identify a picture where he sees an open mouth where teeth are visible to try and identify where he could see gold. And MNISI said, did she tell you whose pictures should that be? And Mabasa said that as he was working with accused number 3's pictures, yes, she did. And MNISI asked him, did she tell you where to look? Was it Exhibit S or the entire memory stick that you worked on with respect to that memory stick when you extracted accused number 3's phone? I think he meant the cell phone downloads.
Yeah, he was just,
And he said that she worked on it. And Mabasa said that as he was busy with the case, he was requested to look at what he had, or the data that he had from the memory card. And then he said that he looked on the memory card, even on the pictures that were given to everyone in court. MNISI asked him, did she give you a background as to why she did make this request, particularly where the particulars were conveyed to you as an open mouth, like the open mouth, the teeth that was visible with gold? Did she give you a background as to why that request? And Mabasa said no, he didn't receive any background. He said that the reason is that as they are not investigating officers of that case, they don't question everything that is brought before them because they are not investigators. This reminded me of Mangena's evidence, and I remember that time I was speculating as to how I felt like Mangena had to get a match.
Yeah.
The pressure of having to get a match.
And here today, we have a situation where this one is even demonstrating how, in my opinion, is maybe fond, if I might put it like that, or how he feels the leader, how he felt the leader should always be right.
Yes.
And you see that through the picture comparison.
Yes, most definitely. And he had to find the gold tooth, and he found it by fire, by force. That's my opinion. Okay, that's my opinion. And the same way I felt like Mangena had to find the matching
the
fire
that were matching.
Yes, remember he did the first test and he said it was inconclusive, and then he did another one. When he did that other one, he did it multiple times that he had to find a match. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the feeling I got here as well. And MNISI said, did this not strike you as a strange request? And Mabasa said, no, not at all. It was part of his daily duties. And now I have a question, that what would have happened if you didn't find any gold tooth on any of those pictures with concern to accused number 3?
I'm not sure. And another thing is, what would be interesting is how many pictures were portraying this gold tooth, since you went through all of them. How many were showing this gold tooth? Or it's just one picture? One picture.
MNISI said that he paused at this point, or rather he would stop at this point, and reminded the witness that at the inception of the investigation, he was also requested to download pictures that were identified by Brigadier Geninda, specifically which picture they used to compile the photo album. MNISI asked him, when you were requested to do that, which is Exhibit S, you never received a request that was coached in terms of which this latest report by Officer Mohani was coached. Is that not so? And Mabasa said that was correct. The request was not the same. And MNISI asked him, would I please unpack the experience, or he wanted him to unpack the experience with regard to teeth identification that he has. And Mabasa said that he didn't have experience in that. He relied on what he saw on the pictures, that's all. And MNISI asked him, what do you mean? And Mabasa said that if you request me, for example, to look for a picture of a brown braid in a specific device or in a memory stick, I will go and look for that brown braid. And if I see that there's a white braid, I will still proceed to look for the brown braid that was requested. So my question is, what happens if you don't find the brown braid?
You come back with, no, I didn't find any.
What happens? Nisi then said you then started to work on the request by Sergeant Mohani. I think he meant Mohola, and you came up with what you came up with. Is that not so? And Mabasa said that's correct. And Nisi asked him, what did you come up with, sir? And Mabasa said that he came up with a picture and it had been displayed in court. Nisi requested that the picture be beamed in court. And then Mabasa said that after he had identified the picture, he communicated with the requester to show that the picture it would suit the request. And Mabasa said that he communicated
to ask if that it would suit the request. That's a very, I don't know, for me I find it very odd. Suit the request. It's like you were looking for it. I mean, it had to happen, you know, that those are the words that you would like. It had to happen.
You know, when
there was no other way around.
When he was describing that I was looking for the brown bread, if I'm said to look for a brown bread, I will look for the brown bread. When I come across a white bread, I'm not going to say I've come across a white bread. I will continue looking for the brown bread. So my question is, what happens if you don't find the brown bread? What happens? If you don't find the brown bread?
Now, this is when you see shiny things that are not white. Because that's an explanation of what actually qualifies to be a gold tooth. Anything other than white teeth. So those people abanamazinya yellow shape because of whatever reason, water and whatsoever that Nis was explaining. Because nizobanama gold tooth and if you stay in a cold place like your UK and whatnot, and your teeth eventually gets to tan and change, because in tandan gold tooth. That's basically the explanation that, in my opinion, I had from this witness of Mabasa.
Mabasa said that he communicated to Mohola to say that he had found the picture. If it is what she was looking for, then please approve so she could present it. He said after that it was accepted, then he analyzed it and the way that it is right now. And MNISI asked him, did Sergeant Mohola have a look at this picture before the approval? And Mabasa said yes, she approved it. It was what she was looking for. So she was looking for the gold tooth and he found the gold tooth. So MNISI then asked, now you say that if you are requested to look for the brown braid in a picture, you'll definitely look for the brown braid. And if you find the white braid, you'll tell them, no, this is a white braid and not a brown braid. Is that not so? And Mabasa said that's correct. Now, when you convey the message to Sergeant Mohola, except saying, I found what you were looking for, what else do you tell her? And Mabasa said that when he communicated to her, she's the one who had to come, or the communication had to happen in person, and then she can verify what he had found. So MNISI then asked him, and she came. Mabasa said yes. MNISI asked him, were you assisted by anyone else in identifying what you said you identified? And Mabasa said no. So he says he just looked at it, found the gold tooth, and then didn't consult with anybody to check if what he was seeing was correct. He just went straight to Mohola and said, I found what you're looking for.
Vusutando, thank you very much. God bless you. Siyabonga.
Thank you. Thank you. Then MNISI said, so I would be correct in assuming that you sat there alone in your office on your instrument, presuming the computer that enabled you to identify what it was in these photos. And Mabasa said, yes, he was alone. And MNISI then said, explain to the court what you found. Explain that golden teeth you found. And Mabasa said that he found a picture and identified what looked like an object on the teeth. Which can be gold.
I like how MNISI, for the fairness of this cross-examination, MNISI gave this guy an ample chance of redeeming himself.
Yeah, most certainly. Then Mabasa said that as I was looking for gold teeth, from there I started the process of processing my report. Nisi said, no, before you go to the processing, just describe for this court the nature and shape of that which you said was gold. Just explain it. Take this court through it. And Mabasa said that the teeth are white normally, so whatever looks different from the other teeth, that is what I was looking for. I was looking for that.
That's an explanation that should make you feel at ease. If your teeth by any means are not white as they are supposed to be according to Mabasa, then you're thinking him.
He said anything that I could see could be gold. I focused on that. Nisi then said, you said the teeth were white and whatever that was gold in the teeth, you were looking for it. And he said, yes. Nisi then asked him, that which you found that was not white, which according to you was not gold. Can you explain it to the court, the nature, the shape? How was it shaped? I don't want to put words in your mouth. You did it. Just explain the nature. Mabasa said that it looked like a full teeth, even though it was not that clear at first after doing his analysis. He said that he saw that it looks fully on the teeth. And MNISI asked him, so that which was not white, which according to you was gold, was full in the teeth.
Hi, Bafet. This is a time where we remind you, please press that like button. Lindan Dube. God bless you.
Thank you, Lindani. Thank you.
Please press that like button. 434, we have 182 likes. Someone somewhere missed the like button. So please make sure that you turn that corner for us and for the love of the channel. Unless if you don't love the channel, it's okay. You can binge watch us.
So it means the tooth on which what you found to be gold was all over the tooth, covered by gold. And Mabasa said to him, it looked like that, yes. And MNISI then said, is there any other description that you can give? And Mabasa said, no. MNISI asked him, what made you say that that was gold? If ever what you saw was gold. Mabasa said, because I saw it as gold. MNISI then asked him, I've just said to you, have you ever had people saying that all that glitters is not gold? You said you were hearing that for the first time. And Mabasa said, that's correct. MNISI then asked him, do you know what gold is? Mabasa said, I would say, I know how it looks like. And then MNISI asked him, how does it look like? Mabasa said, it looks goldish.
A whole lot of nothing.
Hi, MNISI was also laughing. I was like, hi, Cora, this is funny. Then he said, no, that's not an intelligent answer. You said you know it. Explain, how does it look like? Don't say it looks goldish. I don't know what is goldish. Explain to me. And then Mabasa said, maybe I should point at something. And MNISI said, no, you must point at gold, not something. And then the judge said, is there gold in this court?
He was
and
wearing
MNISI
a
said,
watch of gold, unless if it was fake. When he said that, I just saw his watch.
You looked at his watch?
It's the judge, yes. Under that bulambura.
Is there gold in this court?
Yeah, there is gold in that court. Unless
Mabasa
he's
then
wearing
said
fake.
that he did not want to point at a gold per se. He just wanted to point at something that looked like gold for them to understand at least what exactly gold looks like. So it looks more or less like the color in front of him, he said. He lifted an object. Turns out MNISI was saying that it was a book. MNISI said he did not know what the color of the book he was raising was, and Mabasa pointed out what he was referring to. The judge asked him, what is it? And then he said, it's the gold color. When he said, I'm a gold color, I just remembered Papa Penati, I'm a gold color. I just triggered my mind. It was like, yo, I'm a gold color. There was even a song about it. Then the judge asked him to look at it, whether the color is gold. And he had raised what the judge described to be an OCJ diary, according to, he even asked Jonas, it belonged to Jonas, I think, and Jonas, the interpreter. And he was saying that it's an OCJ diary. It was handed to Jonas by the Office of the Chief Justice of South Africa. So the judge wrote down in his notes that it's a crest. The symbol was that of a crest, and it had a golden color according to his observation. He was writing it down. Yes, it was that important. And MNISI said that he had never seen gold. He does not know what gold looks like because he would usually hear people saying black diamonds. So he does not know if there is a black gold.
Did you believe that?
No.
No, you
Of
were
course
just
not.
mocking them.
Hey, it's just a joke, in my opinion. And he said that he assumed all these stones differ in color. And honestly, I feel like he was driving for the witness to testify as well. I think that's the purpose of him deflecting like this, because he wants the
Not
witness
trying
to
to
be the
confirm
one.
everything that the witness is bringing, like a judge is doing.
Yeah, the witness is the one who needs to put everything on record. It doesn't. He even said it at the beginning. He doesn't want to put words in the witness's mouth. So MNISI then asked him, so in your investigation, that is the color of the crest that is on the diary that the court had just had a look at. And Mabasa said yes. And MNISI asked him, is that the same color you found on the photo? And Mabasa said that it can't be the same. It's same, but it's more or less the same. The appearance might differ a little bit, but... And MNISI said to him, I don't know whether you know the following scenario, sir. There are people, and I'm not saying that this is the scenario here in these photos. There are people who, because of the environment in which they grow up, because of the water that they drink, etc., their teeth get affected and then they change color. It would take a brownish color or yellowish color because of the environment. Have you seen that, or have you ever heard of that? And Mabasa took a while to respond, but eventually he said that he was not sure and he has never seen such. MNISI then asked him, that's a fact, or told him rather, that's a fact. And Mabasa said, I am not denying, I have never seen it. MNISI then said just a bit of a background. For instance, people that are staying in countries where there's a lot of sun, or there isn't a lot of sun, my apologies, there's not a lot of sun, like Siberia, Russia, where there is a lot of cold weather, their teeth are not as white as the teeth of people that are staying in Africa where there's a lot of sun. And he asked him, is that not so? And Mabasa said, no, he doesn't have any knowledge of that. And then MNISI asked him, you are a policeman and have been an investigator for some time.
I like how MNISI did not just jump on the report that seemingly is going to support the accused, but just discredited this witness with the evidence that he testified about.
Yes.
This is the case where really there is nothing else other than you trying to discredit the witness.
Yes, most certainly. You could sense that, for the whole day, he was actually on a mission to discredit Mr. Mabasa as a witness. And I must say, I must applaud him. It took a lot of stamina. It takes a esteemed cross-examiners to achieve such. It's not an easy task at all. So yeah, he completely took him out of the game, in my opinion. Yeah, he worked the whole day to discredit him as a witness. So he said, you're kind, MNISI. It did not occur, you're kind that before making a conclusion, which you saw on the photo, you needed an opinion of an expert who would tell you whether that was gold or not. Because you seem to me, or it seems to me, like you're not an expert. And he said that that's what he sees. Then the expert or whoever who has better knowledge will come up with whatever he sees, and then they'll take it from there. This is Mabasa's response. And then MNISI then asked him, Norman, sir, my question is very clear. Did you, as a seasoned investigator and as a policeman, knowing that you are not an expert in the field in which you were requested to conduct this investigation, did it not dawn on your mind that if I am not an expert in this field, but I have identified these things to make assurances or to make double sure, let us refer what I have seen here to an expert that is versatile in this field, so we can have their opinion. That never dawned on you. And Mabasa said no, it never dawned on him. It's up to the investigation team to take it further. He said his duty is to identify and give a report. MNISI then asked him that the information you relayed to the investigating team or to a member of an investigating team, that which you saw in the photo there is gold. You are not even sure now that up to now that is indeed gold, what you saw. And Mabasa said that my first statement as I was testifying, I said it's gold, meaning I am sure it's gold. And it's up to the defense to prove me wrong. I was like, yeah. Wakhuluma njengomthetho awuvumi, like a true South African police officer. When he said that, I was like, yeah, it's up to the defense to prove me wrong. But
the defense is not there to prove anything.
And then MNISI told him exactly that, and he said, we are getting there, but let me just correct you, sir. You still have some time, or you've had some time in the police force. The defense has got nothing to prove. Do you understand? They've got no burden to prove anything before the court. Do you understand? And Mabasa said he does understand. And MNISI said, as you are standing there now, you are not sure that the information you gave to the investigating officer, it was gold, that it was indeed gold. And Mabasa said yes, to him it looks like gold. That is why he said it was gold. MNISI then asked him, let's use my terminology, not yours. I'm not saying it looks like. You are saying that today. I'm not saying it looks like. You say even, you're not sure that which you did identify as gold, it was indeed gold. And Mabasa said scientifically, so yes, I'm not sure. So when you told this court on the 12th of June in your examination in chief, I can see on his tooth there is some gold. That was just a speculation, a guesswork. Mabasa said, that is what I believed. I see. And MNISI said your belief was founded in the fact that the color of the tooth was different from the other colors. Mabasa said that's correct. Mabasa confirmed that he also compiled and also testified on Exhibit S, and MNISI informed him that the state also led Brigadier Gininda to give testimony on the very same Exhibit S. And MNISI said that he was taken through Exhibit S with the view to identify what he sees in the photos there. And Brigadier Gininda, in one of his testimonies, because he testified for a very long time, he testified about what is contained in Exhibit S, which was photo number 15 in particular. MNISI asked that that photo be beamed on the screen, and he said that in his testimony, he said that that was accused number 3, and the golden teeth is clearly visible on his upper quadrant of his jaw.
Yeah.
And indeed, he said, I'm not an expert in gold.
We must all walk together. So I prepared these pictures for you guys so that you can see. So,
okay, what are we looking at?
in this case, it's upper quadrant on the right, which is quadrant number 1. That's what they were talking about. Mm-hmm. Is it the left quadrant or the right quadrant on the upper jaw? So these are the quadrants. This is where they come from. So we've got quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, I can see them now.
Yes. So we've got quadrant 1, 3, and 4. If they were talking about the left one, they were talking about quadrant 2 on the upper side. If they're talking about the right one, they're talking about quadrant 1. And then these are normally the teeth that Mabasa would expect. The color, this is what Mabasa would expect. But On a normal day, it happens that uNkulunkulu ubeka endaweni ezokupha anje. And then, according to Mabasa then, this is gold.
It's gold.
This
The
is
upper
gold.
left, the upper right.
All of them, they look gold to these ones because they are not as white as you would expect the others to be.
Oh, they are gold, all of these teeth.
Yeah, low shange gold.
Manje sakabani lezi bayabuza lapha ku-chat ukuthi is that Mabasa's mouth?
No. This is not Mabasa's mouth, but this is just to demonstrate. And I don't know, but I'm sure
Not all of us had like sparkling white teeth. And honestly, I don't like teeth that are like too white. But not all of us have those white teeth. So according to Mabasa here, this is a gold color.
This is brown bread, to say the least.
Hi. So Mabasa said that it looked like a tooth, and this time he didn't want to say it's gold. He said MNISI was pushing him to say something, and then he ended up eventually saying something like gold. MNISI asked him why it seemed like he was having a difficulty to say that it was a gold tooth or that the tooth was covered in gold. And Mabasa said that he was seeing a gold that is covering the teeth. He said it's not the same. He said a tooth can cover a gold. I have no idea what he was talking about.
He was just
English
confused.
is not our mother tongue.
I think he had something else from this guy MNISI, and I could forgive him.
Yeah.
It sounded like that if you had listened.
It's
again.
like, okay, where are we? Siguphi lapha? Ngoba I don't understand what he's talking about. Then MNISI was further now giving him figures of speech in Afrikaans. I have no idea what MNISI was saying, and Mabasa said that he did not hear as well what he was saying in
He tells
Afrikaans.
that if he studied Bantu education.
Yes, he did Bantu education back in the day, but he's not fluent in Afrikaans. I have no problem with that. So MNISI now compared this photo and the photo he had zoomed in and asked him if it was the same in terms of the gold teeth. And MNISI asked that the two photos be beamed next to each other in court, and he asked that the in-house technician could also assist. Turns out the in-house technician is Dr. Sibanda. Hi guys, hi Gooey. So after the short adjournment, proceedings resumed with both pictures being beamed on the screen, and there was something strange that happened with the pointer because MNISI was there testing it and pointing at it, and then Mabasa said that MNISI had pointed his eye, and he said that he should he not see anything as he's testifying or see the pictures clearly, then MNISI must bear in mind what happened to his eye. And I was like, what?
Because Umshang is Egypt. Those are Egyptian laser. And this North Africa teams, when you are playing against them, Shapangama laser fell. Yeah, so he was literally saying, Wampanda wena. Guys, press the like button. Don't forget it, please. Thank you. We thank you in advance.
So MNISI started with the picture that Gininda testified about, and Mabasa said that he saw a gold tooth on his right side of the mouth. MNISI told Mabasa that Brigadier Gininda said that was accused number 3. Sibanda stood to correct and said that Gininda did qualify that he made a mistake by saying that the person was accused number 3.
You see, the damage MNISI did there, it's so huge. It's so huge. Whereas he showed this guy, Ogoti, in my opinion, is only gonna agree with what he had Gininda said. He did not even hear Dr. Sibanda trying to object and say that is not the narrative now. He continued to try to support the theory of Gininda. Even though it is clear as day and night
that is not.
to state, which that is not. Hence, they had to defend there and there. Kodwa yena continued on that theory. Now, upon continuing with that theory, now he had now to create a situation where the truth is on the same side. Angaka endabeni yokuthi they take pictures and then that was created by the fact that this guy wanted to agree with what Gininda said.
Yes.
If Gininda says this is accused number 3, therefore this is accused number 3.
Yes.
If I saw a gold tooth on the left side, left jaw, upper jaw, and then Gininda saw it on the right upper jaw,
then
it must
right
be a
upper
camera.
jaw.
It must be a camera. It must be on the right upper jaw.
Yes.
That's what this man ended up doing, shame. Hey.
Yeah, Brigadier Gininda cannot be wrong in Mabasa's eyes.
No.
No way. Honestly, I don't remember or recall Brigadier Gininda admitting that was accused number 3's brother on that picture. I don't remember. I remember it being put to him. But as for him admitting that he made a mistake,
no,
I don't recall.
That's why
that part.
continued. That's why the objection stopped.
I don't recall it. MNISI said that Brigadier Gininda did say that it's accused number 3. It's there on record. And Mabasa, on the other hand, said that he sees the same person. When asked why he said that was accused number 3, he said it's because he had worked on his pictures and he could say that it's definitely him. And he can say that it's definitely him in court. On the other picture, he said that accused number 3 was now difficult to say. He said that it's accused number 3 according to Brigadier Gininda.
Yeah. And he agrees. And eventually, it sounded like he's saying, I'm agreeing. If Gininda is saying that,
He's saying
I agree.
Then, yeah.
Hey, Lazola, your statement, Lazola Poyo, Utige, but jokes aside, what we are watching there is a joke. And the fact that you're saying jokes aside and then later on you say it's a joke,
it's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
It's
what
hilarious.
Can you say? What can you say? There's a lot of things that are happening in South Africa.
A lot is happening.
Of things.
And it's not like they listen to anybody. We can complain as much as we want, but it's like, who are we? How dare the public say anything? Like,
how dare you question?
How dare thou question
a person
the judiciary?
Who fought for
freedom?
For freedom. How dare you? We are still coming to that one who wrote that article that you are attempting to read yesterday.
Hey, that article, I had to stop, guys. That article got into my feelings. I was like, what is this? But hopefully we'll continue on it at a later stage. So MNISI then said that or asked him, does this person that you say is accused number 3 is identified by Brigadier Gininda is the same person that you referred to accused number 3 here in court today? And Mabasa said yes, he could say that. And he says that I see that as one person. The difference could be maybe the camera that took the pictures. In terms of your identification as per the request.
You see the damage that this thing is doing. He's now going there in court, in my opinion, lying on a daily. I saw many people trying to agree with this thing. Akho ndenjalo mfethu. Ayikho. Buzani mina, I will tell you, ayikho nje lonto.
Kuri, the way he was willing to agree with Brigadier Gininda's evidence, he even went as far as to try and demonstrate the picture. Yes. That's how much he's passionate about agreeing with Brigadier Gininda. So in terms of your identification, MNISI asked him as per the request of Sergeant Mohola, as to the teeth that you said that was golden teeth, where did you find the gold teeth to be situated in respect of that person that you yourself say is accused number 3? And Mabasa said that it appears on the left in the picture. However, as he was demonstrating, he used the right hand to identify where the tooth was. Mabasa was then led to the screen and MNISI gave him the pointer. Mabasa said that on Thursday, he used his right hand. Apparently, he raised his right hand to identify the gold tooth. He said that, I believe the picture was taken with the front camera, which means it was a selfie.
Lies. Take it with the front or back camera, it does not change the position of a person, static. However you are looking at it, the only difference, now I prepared something here.
Exhibit BB.
The only difference is that I'm showing there. You see, others are watching, let's say from south, for example, MNISI and the defense team is watching from south. And then who's this guy?
Sibanda.
The one who took the picture.
Who took the picture, Konje?
Mabasa and the interpreter.
Jonas.
They are watching from the other position.
So what do you mean they're watching from the other position?
Emil, from where I'm sitting,
Yes.
we are watching the same picture.
Yes.
You are watching from where you are sitting,
Yes.
facing the other side.
Yes.
You are going to see something different. You're going to see someone being on the left, the other one being on the right. When I'm watching here, but those ones, the defense, they were watching from a position where the picture was taken.
Yes.
The position where the picture was taken is they were facing the other side.
Yes.
Then those ones, after they've been taking a picture, then they take a film and then they're like, oh yeah, left, right, the other one. And they're making noise in that court for that nonsense.
So most of them were facing in different directions.
Even the judge had the chance of facing the other side. He decided to face the other side. Oh, I see it. Awesome.
Yeah, it was a whole back and forth.
Just for this? Fallacy of composition. The one who's sitting at the front sees better than the other one who's sitting at the back. And then the one who's sitting at the front thinks I'm in the right position. And then the one who's still sitting at the back, I'm also in the right position, even though you're disturbing my view. So you need to move. I mean, honestly speaking, we have people who can reason. It's very important for LLB to start including modules that will require a bit of psychology and just analysis also.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly speaking, we can have people fighting over that. And a seasoned judge also comes in and say, yeah, this one is on the left. Honestly speaking.
And he's serious. He's serious defending what he believes.
He's even fighting. He's even throwing 10 times. For what? For what? Honestly speaking, for what? Emily, I took pictures, just to make an example, I took pictures of MNISI on my TV with the back and the front camera. I put them side by side. There's nothing different there. And I did that on purpose. Side by side, front and the back view. The one that looks a bit, the color is not clear in terms of black is the front one. Obviously, it's always the poor one. And then the back one, the quality, yes. The back one is the one that looks darker. There is nothing. If you put those pictures side by side, the mic is on the left side of MNISI.
Yes.
The mic is on the left side of MNISI. From where I'm sitting, obviously, is on the right side on my hand. But on MNISI's side, is on the left side. The other mic is still on the left side. You can even see the back there. Same thing. So, what are they talking about? That what they were saying is that the mic as they were mastering there, eventually, this is how the mic will look. It will change a direction and then show on the other side. Is that what they were saying now?
I guess. Or maybe they were. Now I was thinking maybe they took.
Because
the
here's cooking. I even made you a video of how you can change this thing.
Let's see the video. Okay.
Simply, you go to edit on the picture. You go to edit, and then at edit it shows you. It shows you down there those arrows where you can swipe them around. It shows you. And that doesn't take a second.
It's a blink of an eye.
Yes.
You blink, you miss it.
You blink, you miss it. And then you go, you have I give up.
I thought maybe they were taking the selfie in a mirror setting or something like that. But I haven't tried it on my phone. So
no, there is no, I had many people saying, maybe, no. Unless there's the other filters that will allow you to do that.
Oh, you need to use a filter. So the setting on the camera is not there to take an image that's mirrored. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
All right. Hi,
I went to all the settings that I can look at where I can actually set the camera to do that, the front camera to. I couldn't find it.
Well, the witness explained that he never got to tell the court about the selfie. And you know what is the strange part, you guys? This hammering on the selfie, I can remember it as early as Wednesday. It's just that I wasn't paying attention enough. He kept insisting on wanting to demonstrate the selfie.
I don't know
it's
whether
not the first time that he brought it up today.
Whether he promised that, oh no, I'm going to be able to come with a theory. It didn't work in that court. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Yeah.
We can't have a court where people are just lying freely like that. I mean, on and honest, freely, people can just lie.
Yes, there's someone here, Buitumelo, saying that selfies do actually mirror pictures. Try with your phone on selfie mode. Raise your right hand up when yet the picture, it will look like the left. Does it happen when you raise your hand only?
Why should I raise my hand? Okay, let me put it like this. There is another one that I took. Unfortunately, I can't show myself here. I took a selfie and then I took with the front camera with my tongue on my right hand side, facing my right hand side. Then I took, it still did the same thing. Why should I raise my hand? Because a hand is common. There are two hands. Am I wrong that we have two hands? Give me one thing, like a tongue. Take your tongue, push it on the other side, on the right side. Don't change it. Take a front picture, take a back picture, and then mirror those pictures together. See if it's gonna point on the other direction. A hand is more like we're on rope almost, because we are saying it's left or right. How am I gonna see it's left or right on in the picture? It will be if you decide to ropa.
Now, how I made sense of what was happening was like, you can right click on the picture and then you say rotate.
As simple as that. And it doesn't need a lot of things.
It's not really complicated. Remember that short video I did of
as
the
they did when
picture?
they were fidgeting.
Yes, the picture that of Ntanzi. I remember in the video I was telling you guys that let me zoom it in, let me rotate it, I was literally doing that. It took like a second to just turn it around, to rotate it and flip it.
You can flip it upside down. If you want to watch it upside down, you can flip it anyhow. In fact, this one is even worse because you can edit it even if you want to be in an obtuse view, acute angle, or you choose which one you want to use. You do whatever that you want to do with these pictures. I don't know, maybe my cameraman is a old one.
So Kauhelo is saying that they are correct. This happens on the iPhone. You have the option to switch it off, the mirror effect.
iPhone.
So there's a mirror effect that can be done with the selfie.
Yes, iPhone.
Okay.
Not
all phones.
angicabangi
Certainly
ukuthi
not
iPhone.
Mlube's
Not
phone.
Mlube's phone. iPhone.
That is when 2014.
Hey.
We also have to consider the fact that this phone is from way back, as early as 2012. 2012, 2013.
So thina siyiphathela nje ulokhu ngo-honor no Samsung. Don't count us in there. We don't have those such. No, but the thing is, if we keep on making excuses for these people, they will keep on doing these things.
I khona kushubile guys. Hayi kushubile kampela. So the witness explained that he never got to tell the court about that selfie, and in fact he wanted to take a picture and show the court what he was meaning or what he meant. And MNISI asked him to wait at this moment, and he said to him, in the picture itself, where is that gold? And Mabasa said the left hand side. MNISI then said, you are saying the two pictures depict the same person? And Mabasa said, according to the statement that Brigadier
We are
Gininda
currently
said,
buffering, guys. We know. I think to see what time is it. Yeah, but we are currently buffering. Apparently, it does happen around these times.
okay, let me switch my...
It's an iPhone chowing our data.
Let me switch it off. So he said that, according to your statement, or the statement that Brigadier Gininda said, this was the same person, yes. So he was sticking to agreeing with Brigadier Gininda. Yes. So MNISI then said, I then asked you if this is the same person. And Mabasa said, I then said yes, as identified by Brigadier Gininda. This then said, so the reason why you are saying that the photos depicted there are of one person is because of what Brigadier Gininda said. And Mabasa said it's because of my identification and his identification, yes.
Which makes it correct for me to say, yeah, they are same people.
MNISI then said, so you confirm what Brigadier Gininda said. And Mabasa said, I think it comes from Exhibit S, which was identified by Brigadier Gininda. Mabasa then said that when you take a selfie with a phone...
So this guy, Mabasa, came with an iPhone there.
I think so.
And the filter did not work. The iPhone people will tell me, maybe Mabasa missed that part where he had to press that filter.
Maybe he had preset it. Maybe that's how it is on a permanent basis on his phone. Angaz, guys. Antaz. Maybe it's permanently that way on his phone and his phone only, where he takes mirrored selfies of himself. Kwazban.
I am poked. I dies.
Mabasa said that when you take a selfie with the phone, it's opposite sides. He said it won't come up the same way as when you are taking it. So when asked what a selfie was, he said it's a picture taken by a front camera of a cell phone, and he confirmed it to be a vice versa. He said that is what a selfie does, and even offered to demonstrate.
It is important.
Again.
You know, I was worried about MNISI allowing this guy to use his phone.
Yes.
It is important because now people are coming with smartphones like iPhones, for example. You know, the question as to where this data is coming from is important. You know, you can come with an iPhone then and you start now showing us the pictures of yesterday.
Hi, ziyabuya lapha High Court in Pretoria. So the photo on the right, he said it's accused number 3, and the photo on the left is his elder brother, who is now deceased. This is MNISI now informing Mabasa. And Mabasa said, okay, they look alike. You can see they are brothers. Now he can see. MNISI then reminded Mabasa that he was here to assist the court as somebody who's an expert, or he's a neutral person. As he's standing there, he's not wearing the crest or a badge of the DPP or the badge of the defense. Then Mabasa said that he understood and knew very well. He said that even where it favors the defense, he could say it. MNISI then stopped him right there and said he was making a mistake. The defense does not want any favoritism. you say what it is, and it is for the court to decide how to use the evidence. There's no favoritism here. And Mabasa said that he understood. MNISI then continued and told him that the elder brother of accused number 3 is not here. The picture on the right-hand side, it is indeed accused number 3.
Yes.
Accused number 3 said that this picture was taken in 2012 at a house where he was staying at Vosloorus. He was staying in that particular house where he took the picture in front of in Vosloorus in 2012.
Koskoriza SA. I'm interested in this. I'm sorry, Amen.
Okay.
Someone is saying this case have been turned into a fight between YouTubers and the state, and the judge become the state witness in the process. In fact, let me take it further to say that it is never about even YouTubers. We are here, we don't know anything, we're not connected to that thing. I'm not going to speak for all YouTubers.
Yeah.
I'm speaking for me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So when we started this, it was a simple thing. And we used to say this. We started reviewing as we were reviewing. We started reviewing the documentary. Then, after reviewing documentary, the case started.
Yeah.
Then we said, let's watch along.
Let's see where it's gonna head.
Where it's gonna head. That's how we started.
We got a sense
it
from
was
the
never
very beginning.
about someone putting money in our pocket for us to fight the battles. No, we are fighting for what we think should be the right thing
The
to do.
truth.
Which is, we want to know what happened. People in the house should tell us what happened.
Yes.
Not this situation where
We are in.
a gold tooth is moving. It has feet. It moves from accused number 1, number 2, number 3. I mean, honestly speaking, should we stand and sit and say, oh, let the law take its course? It seems as if people have the law by the scrotums, if you ask me. So what can we do?
Because from the very beginning, it was clear that these people, if they are insisting that they did the crime, the people that were in the house were the ones that needed to be brought to court first. But it never happened.
Yes.
So that's why now I'm laughing in disbelief, because I can't believe it's been 2 years, 3 years actually, because the case actually started in 2022. I cannot believe that it has taken this long and it's dragging like this, and it doesn't look like it's gonna end anytime soon.
No, it's not.
When so much could have been saved by just bringing the people that were in the house to share their version of events of what happened. They are the ones, in my opinion, that should be there. In my opinion.
Today we are talking about pictures that are taking a reflection and all that. I mean, honestly, should we be listening to that? And should we keep quiet? Because that's not even an experienced person that can do that. People who buy the phone uses the phone and they experiment through those phones. You don't need to go to school for that. We buy a phone, you get used. As we are driving it, as we are using it, you see features such as that where you can turn it off, turn it on.
And honestly, this is 2012.
Now, should we go deeper and
phone
dig? Should
that
we
did
go
not have
deeper
all
and
these
dig?
features that today
That
you guys
there were
are
no
talking
such
about.
features. Should we go and deep that there were no such features? An obvious thing is that these things were not there at the time.
No.
But okay, we can go dig.
Yeah, we can go and find out. But then that's what I'm saying. All these nitty-gritties of dragging, the accused to say something, and then it's used against them at the very same court to try and prove that what they were saying is not as they are saying. Right now, they're trying to give someone who said they've never had a gold tooth, they're giving them a gold tooth, and we are watching. And it's like,
Should we-
okay.
Yeah, oh yeah, they let it take.
We've watched this for so many times. And also, it doesn't make sense that evidence that is material, like your AVL, the AVLs that MNISI was requesting, didn't come to the court.
No.
They were not even, they didn't make it. And those AVLs are enough to actually place people where they say they were. Right? But there's not even a fight for such evidence that can honestly make this case come to a standstill. But that will not happen.
Yeah. That being said, let me address the other part. Guys, people are saying here, this issue of a picture reflecting how it is reflecting. It's a fixture, guys. It's a new fixture. Do your research when it started. It's a different story. Some phones have it, some phones don't have. Like mine does not have it.
Yes.
Okay, when I take the picture, I don't care how much, even if I take a red t-shirt on the other side, yellow or goldish on the other side and take a picture, it's still gonna come the way I took it. The picture is static. It's not moving. It's not gonna change the side for me. No. It's not gonna do that.
I also had a couple of Samsungs. I don't remember them having the mirror feature. It's only now that I'm seeing it.
So this is where the problem is with what the state is presenting. Some of the things that should be happening in the now generations, they were happening in that generation. Your Bluetooth, I mean your BBM, your WhatsApp, which was supposed to be happening way after the incident happened.
Yes.
They started, according to them, happening way before, and then now we are in this thing.
Was saying that there was an internet call in 2013 that happened between accused number 5 and Kelly Kumalo.
Yeah, through what?
BBM
or WhatsApp.
And then it changed to WhatsApp. And
which was not existing at the time.
And then it changed to, there's so much data here. That is a lot of data that was utilized. So it could only mean that there was a phone call.
The energy the states are getting is because when they throw such confusion, people fly with it. Yeah, I can see there is a reflection. Google, when did this feature come or this filter come to phones? When?
No, we are not fighting, guys. We are just facing the truth, the reality, Mzansi reality.
We are talking about the case that happened 2014.
Yeah.
There was that thing there.
It's unfortunate, but this is where we are, which is why every time I'm laughing in disbelief. I can't believe we are here. I knew it was gonna be a long journey, but I didn't think that we would be here where it's almost like 2 years later and the state is still presenting their case. I had no idea.
I mean, honestly speaking, the problem that we are endorsing, in a sense, these things by accepting things that are happening now as if they were things that were happening back then. You know?
And MNISI keeps taking out his popotani there. I think that popotani serves as a reminder
exactly
to me
of what could have happened at the time. And we can still get those phones, by the way.
Yeah.
We can still, I got these people can read on the pictures which phone took the picture, right? So we can still get those phones for proper sample.
Yes, most certainly. So MNISI then said, accused 3 said that in January 2013, he got arrested and was released on the 17th of September 2014. He was incarcerated at Boksburg prison. So it turns out he was arrested at the time that they're saying that this picture, the date on the picture is shared. And Mabasa said he hears and he's listening. So it turns out the picture, because MNISI had asked Mabasa to share the date that is on the metadata of that picture, the picture that accused number 3 took outside where he resided, or the house in which he resided in Vosloorus. So the date on that picture said 2014-09-02, which is the 2nd of September 2014 at 16:32. And this is when now MNISI is saying to Mabasa that accused number 3 said that in January 2013, Yena, he got arrested and he was released on the 17th of September in 2014. He was incarcerated at Boksburg
While
prison.
he was there, In fact, yeah, while he was there, editing was happening.
Editing was happening while he was in prison. The dates.
Now we are also gonna say, oh no, he could have the phone could have created that picture a long time ago because it knew it was gonna be used by accused number 3. I mean, honestly speaking, I'm way past this thing, man. It is annoying. I mean, we can keep on making balancing the things that we shouldn't be balanced. No, we balance where we're supposed to balance, but we can't be talking about things that were happening in 2023 as if they were there in 2020. We can't.
And to think that those images and pictures, as Mabasa was testifying about them in the evidence in chief, all of them were having dates and times, and then they had the capture, the device that was captured, and it said Samsung, was it a J5 or what? Samsung, and I'm like, okay, we'll see. But now finding out this piece of information today, that one of the pictures that is said to have been captured on a specific date, the accused is saying he was in prison at Boksburg prison at the time. And
they can furnish the proof of that. Which also they can also find it if they were doing any investigation. If these things were happening and people also, whatever they were trying to do, they were aligning it with the timeline of these accused. Maybe we would be good. But now...
But they didn't have all the facts.
Some things are mismatched, man.
Because they can never have all the facts. It's been how many years? So MNISI then said that simply means that what you're saying is incorrect because at the time he was in custody. Importantly, this photo is not a selfie as you try to make it look like it's a selfie. So see, here's another thing here. MNISI is insisting that that picture he's talking about is not a selfie. While Mabasa is saying it's a selfie. He's saying that it's a photo that was taken by his friend using his phone. So the picture was taken with a different cell phone and sent to the accused number 3. So MNISI also made a slight correction, saying that the picture was actually taken by his girlfriend at the time. So it's not a selfie, number 1, according to the version of accused number 3. Number 2, it was taken by his girlfriend at the time. So this is very interesting. So a picture that was being depicted as a selfie is not a selfie, according to accused number 3's version. So Mabasa also commented that the information that is there was downloaded like that and gave those dates, that which accused number 3 is saying he's not against it, but he's relying on the downloaded information. And MNISI asked him if needs be. Mr. Mncube says that he will go to the extraordinary heights and depths to submit documents to this court. And she showed that on the day in which you are saying this photo was taken, he was in custody, and that's a promise that they are saying they are going to keep. So MNISI said that according to the metadata, there was a modification that was done on that photo on the 16th of July 2014 at 2100 hours, and he then asked Mabasa, what is modification? Mabasa said that modification happens when you switch off a phone, you disconnect the memory card or a battery, and when you switch it on again, most of the things modify themselves and give you a date. Okay, guys, I Googled this. And Mark Google said this is an absolute lie. Mark Google is saying otherwise, okay? Is saying that for any picture you have already taken, you can be confident that the original date and time or information is safe and will not be altered by removing your phone's memory card or battery. So what is he talking about? Right? I feel like a lot of theories that he's making up. And I'm like, do these people forget that we are in the age of the internet? Do these people forget that we can actually look up some of the stuff that you're saying? How does a date modify itself? when you remove a memory card and you put it back on, when you remove a battery and you put, so literally what he's saying is that when you remove a memory card, the picture, the dates on the picture and the data on the picture modifies itself. I'm shooketh. I'm so shocked. Mabasa said that he was refreshing his mind because MNISI noticed that he flipped through the pages that were in front of him. He told him that the question won't come from those papers, it will come from him. Mabasa then said that he was monitoring every movement that he was doing. And I found that to be very funny, okay? Then Mabasa said, whatever I do, you notice that is good. He forgot that actually, as a witness, he's the center of attention. Because now you are saying that MNISI is monitoring him. And like, you are monitoring everything that I'm doing. I'm like, I will. You are the center of attention. You are the witness. Of course, you are being monitored. All eyes in that courtroom are on you, Warrant Officer Mabasa. Yes. Then MNISI said, how do you modify something before it comes into existence? And Mabasa said, remember, this is information that we received. It was not modified by us. The information came as it is. And MNISI said, so the information that you received here, if you were to put it in the simplest form, is that the picture gets taken on the 2nd of September 2014 and it gets modified on the 16th of July 2014. That is the information that you got from the metadata. And Mabasa said that he didn't remember that much, but the information comes from the memory card, which can be inserted onto different devices. So once you change into this drive and change it into this device, it modifies itself. He said mine is to say, or to say as it is, not to misdirect the court as to what transpired. Why is this modification? I take it as is because I'm not allowed to modify, multiply, or manipulate anything. So MNISI then asked him, when we follow, the modification took place even before the picture was taken. And Mabasa said, I won't say the picture was not there. I'm not sure. Even though the date says otherwise, it's how we got the data as we downloaded it. So MNISI now shifted his focus to the metadata, and Mabasa confirmed that the information downloaded from the cell phone must be a duplicate of what is in the CD and memory card. So now he changed from the date modifying itself every time you remove a memory card to now saying that it doesn't change. So the date is a duplicate, or the metadata is now a duplicate when you remove it, or when you move it from a memory card to a CD or whatever. So after the long adjournment, court proceedings resumed, with Advocate MNISI asking that Mabasa demonstrate what he meant by the different angles taken when using a different camera shot, and MNISI said that Mr. Mncube requested him to demonstrate what he meant when he said that a selfie appears vice versa with regards to the sides. What is on the left appears on the right, and what is on the right appears on the left. And he said that he was hearing that for the first time. And Mabasa took a selfie. Then another photo was taken with the back camera of him. Then there was a wait for the pictures to be transferred to Sibanda for beaming in court. He was the court operator. Yes, Dr. Sibanda. The judge asked that the pictures be shown to all the parties. And the judge asked MNISI what he saw in the pictures. MNISI said that he saw Mr. Jonas on his right-hand side and Mabasa on his left-hand side. And as he looked at the photo, it reflected the same thing. So the judge said that Mabasa, that MNISI, what MNISI is saying, so basically here, in my opinion, he was gaslighting MNISI, in my opinion. Right, he was saying to Mabasa that MNISI is saying nothing happened. So he asked him to demonstrate for them what he was seeing. And Jonas said that in the photo he's on the right and Mabasa was on the left. The judge asked that it be shown to Mr. Sibanda. And he did that yes again. So it seemed like he was getting agitated, in my opinion. So Sibanda said that Jonas was on his right and Mabasa was on his left. Yes, that's what he said. And then, so the judge was siding with Mabasa, Usibanda in Mabasa, but not with MNISI. It seems like they were seeing one thing and MNISI was seeing another thing. And then he started now asking for opinions from Ramasipili. Okay, he said to Ramasipili, asked Ramasipili's opinion, and Ramasipili said that for him nothing had changed. Right, so what he was looking at the picture and what he was seeing, because the picture was taken in the angle that they were sitting at. Remember, there was a lady police officer who came and took the pictures, and he was behind the defense, behind the state. The angle that she took the picture in was the angle of the defense. So Ramasipili said that for him nothing has changed. Jonas is on the right and Mabasa is on the left. The judge now said that Mabasa was on the right and Jonas was on the left. As they were standing in the picture, it was opposite, and Mshololo said that it was a direct picture taken in front of the two people. She said that if you take a selfie,
almost messed up that part. Almost. I don't think it was focused there.
She wasn't focused.
I don't think it was focused there.
Because
She was supposed to say what he says, what she says. You know, simple as that.
It's like,
don't try to be sophisticated.
It's on the right.
Because person, where do you see the person is at? It's on the right. Thank you. Bye. Don't explain the phone. He's explaining his own phone. He's explaining his own phone.
Yes.
You know, then the judge uses that. Because once you try to reason with this judge, it helps him. It helps him. Something that he can now make me shut up with.
Yeah. So that was a blunder there. Shololoi.
Focus.
So Ngumalo said that as he was looking at them, Sergeant Mabasa was on the left and Jonas was on the right, but on the photo from the phone, it's the same position. So the judge said it can't be the same. It can't be the same. Listen to the judge. It can't be the same.
He's refusing for it to be the same. Whether what you see on the picture is exactly that, no, it shouldn't be the same.
Is your mic on?
What does the judge know that we don't know?
Check the microphone there.
What does the judge know that we don't know? What does the judge know that we don't know? Mshololo almost messed that part up. Really, almost.
Almost. It was so close. So Ngumalo then showed the picture to Mshololo, trying to make her see the light. The judge said that the point of the demonstration of that image was that Jonas would be on the right and warrant officer would be on the left. And he asked Ngumalo if it showed that way. Ngumalo said no. The judge asked to see the image from the phone. Then he told the court register to show the picture to Sibanda, Dr. Sibanda, and Jonas was on the right. There was a back and forth. Mabasa, Mshololo, and Sibanda said the position had changed while the others were saying no, it remained the same, And MNISI said that now that they've seen the photo, he said he didn't know whether it was a selfie or a direct photo. He asked Mabasa to tell them whether it was a direct photo or a selfie, and Mabasa said that it was a selfie. MNISI asked that they
needs to do a
be
research
on the screen.
When did this feature actually
on the phone,
more especially the one that
client.
is used by this client, this man. It's important because now what
Yes, he needs to find out from Samsung the features of the phone. Did
and
it
it's
have
simple. You need to
a
just do
mirror
research.
selfie in 2012, 2013, 2014? Did the phone have the capability of taking a mirrored selfie so that, he can move on? Because it's quite clear he's been gaslit, in my opinion. Mabasa asked to take another picture with his hand raised up as per the judge's instructions. Then there was waiting for Mabasa to send the picture to Sibanda. The judge asked if it changed the direction, and Mabasa said that as he was looking at it, it did not. But when he faced it, he said it changed position. His hands had changed. This is what some of the comments have been saying on the chat there that I saw, that your hand changes, and MNISI asked that they be beamed side by side in court, and the judge said that it looked like it's on the left, and MNISI said no, this is editing. Mabasa said that there is no editing. And then MNISI said the other picture looked different. As soon as Banda loaded it, in my opinion, it had changed direction. And the judge said if MNISI does not see that they can argue it at a later stage. He said MNISI was now accusing Mabasa of editing. He can argue that Mabasa edited the camera in court. The judge then asked for progress, trying to move away from this situation as fast as possible, in my opinion. He was trying to move. Forget about it. Then MNISI said that there won't be progress because someone was fiddling and fidgeting the photos. The judge asked who. Then MNISI said that he thinks it's the operator. At that time, the operator is Dr. Sibanda. And MNISI asked that they remove Sibanda and get someone who is neutral, And the judge said that Sibanda was an officer of the court. MNISI argued that yes, he is an officer of the court, but his role is to prosecute, not to operate these things. Vela, why is Sibanda the one operating the thingies? Can't they get someone who's neutral to do the job? Just like they get the stenographer, the one who records the audios of what is being said with the microphones in the courtroom. Just like they get everybody else to have something to do in the court. Why can't they get someone who's gonna sit there for exhibits and exhibit demonstration and exhibits, working with exhibits? It would be nice. I'm just saying, because having Sibanda do it already, he's working as a prosecutor. I mean, what are the odds? Jonas said that a gentleman from ENCA was making comments. What do you think the gentleman from ENCA could have been saying?
Probably was seeing the cooking happening. He was like, hey, I saw that. The judge was like, no, you're not part of that.
Shh. The judge obviously sided with the witness and the state and said that they could all see it. Whether it was rotated or not, he did not give a damn, in my opinion, right? He only cared about what they could see in the displayed picture at the time. And there was not even a moment to check the original image that was actually sent to Sibanda. MNISI asked for that original photo that was taken by the court official, and MNISI said that he had reservations with Sibanda after he had just seen what he had just seen. The judge told him to bring his own operator the next time. MNISI said that he doesn't have an operator. Even his client did not have an operator. He's in custody. Well, the judge said that he was in custody, but he was able to be examined by a dentist. Logically, it follows that he can also get somebody to operate the gadgets. It looks like the judge is not happy.
This guy took this route.
He's
not happy.
So MNISI asked for the picture to be demonstrated and shared that Mr. Mncube said that he was not happy with what he was seeing. It's apparent that it is not what the witness said. He said that they were putting this aspect of the evidence in abeyance. They're not done with it. They'll come back to it. And MNISI said, and I may just put it on record, that if it were to happen that the last photos that have been demonstrated to us now have been fidgeted, then I don't want to talk of consequences. I definitely don't want to talk of consequences, because there is no reason why an officer of the court, whoever it is, can interfere with evidence that the court is supposed to be taking a decision on. There'll definitely be consequences.
Popesal dance.
Yeah, abantu risking it all. Risking it all and stuff. Nisi, I feel like should have asked for the original photos that were taken with Mabasa's phone, just for record keeping purposes at that moment. Well, Mabasa said that information sent from a memory stick doesn't change, as well as the metadata. MNISI reminded him that in 2023, the photos were originally sent to them while they were in the DPP's office, and the downloading was actually done by Sergeant Mabasa. MNISI showed him the memory stick that they received from the state, and he said he wanted some of the pictures in the memory stick to be demonstrated. But after what had just happened, he did not feel comfortable with Dr. Sibanda operating the photos.
I've said this before. They've been trusting so much, these people. They've been trusting. I was asking myself, hey, why in Temba?
Hey, Nina.
Why in Temba, my Leonard colleagues?
Hey. He asked for an adjournment for someone else to operate the memory stick because he's avoiding to use the word fidgeted again. And Mabasa said, can I? But before he could even finish this, he said, even you yourself, I don't want you to touch it. Don't touch my memory stick. Mabasa said that he did not want to touch it. He said that there is the original data and there is a copy of original data and it won't be the same. And now I'm like, hey, Bana. Hey, Bana. Uthini manje. The original data, he said, is the one on the PDF. The one in 2023 is a copy of the original, which will differ with the date. He said it will give them the date when he transferred it in the memory stick. He then continued to say that even if some of the pictures would not give the exact name, it will come up with another name that it creates as he copies it automatically. Original data that is from the memory card downloaded and it's converted into a PDF format to show the metadata of every picture won't be exactly the same as the one that was a copy that was transferred into the memory card. That the reality is that it won't reflect the same metadata, but it will be the same picture. Mabasa said that the reason behind that is that he took it straight from the XRY format, copied into a memory stick, unconverted it as he transferred it to the memory stick, and he said it will give the date that he transferred. Mabasa said that he could not remember exactly, but it can be here. If it could be here, he could tell MNISI. He was becoming Brigadier Kininda now. He was explaining. He said that while he says the original from the memory card or from the phone, the data that you said is stored for future reference is locked. Whatever was downloaded in 2015, even today, it will stand as it is. It won't change because it is locked. For you to change the information, you have to convert it to a PDF or copy it like he did. At this point, I had no idea what he was talking about. I was lost. I was in the dark, in the wilderness. I was like, hey man, what is this now? MNISI said that he will tell him when he is done. She just gave him a moment to just go on and on and on. Mabasa continued, you guys. He said that day that was requested to be copied. It's a copy with the reference of a date different to the original one. And then MNISI said, just to check up your memory, how many times did I ask you that we are agreeing that the information that was downloaded from the memory card that was in accused number 3's phone will be similar or identical, even if it gets transferred to a USB? How many times do you say that it should be or that it should be the case?
I just pressed the like button. 784 people for this early startup. Let's press the like button, though, for Emily's work.
Mabasa then said, I may have not heard you well, but the reality is from the original to a memory stick. It won't reflect the same because by then you are modifying, you are copying. From that picture, an action is happening. It will tell us when, it will give out the date when you did that. I may have misunderstood you or misunderstood the word memory card and memory stick. They sound the same. I'm like, Evan, can go. He said, I didn't understand you well. Now he didn't hear when MNISI was saying a memory card or a memory stick. How many days has he been testifying? Guys, I'm dead. He said when you convert it using the XRY to view the pictures, as you take that picture into another storage, I will change. The date won't be the same with the original. It will give the date of when you did that. And then he said, my apologies. I didn't hear you well.
You know what disturbed my spirit? When he said, when you switch off the phone and you switch it on, metadata is updated.
Yes, it modifies itself.
Modified.
It modifies itself.
Njani ke ngoku?
It's a lie.
Njani ke ngoku manje? Kushuta kusamelanga sicisha amafoni. Meka yacisha ifoni yakho nje. uzofika isithombe sesithathe ngo-2013 efonini ka-2024.
And then it's 2024. A picture that you took last year.
It's gonna say
Mawucishe
2013.
phone. Ibuye it's 2025. That's what he was literally saying, which is a lie. It's a lie. Come on now. No. Ukhonali Mabasa. Warrant officer Mabasa awukhonali.
Bathi kasivumeke into enjengaleyo. By the way, I'm even checking on my phone. Apparently, I could have this thing also on the settings. You know what it says? Mirror photos for front camera. Mirror photos. So I must tick that thing.
The settings.
I must tick that thing on.
Yes.
So Miss must be careful because by the time he revisits that thing will be ticked on.
Yeah, that's why I would have opted for him to
For him
take
to
the
save the
pictures.
pictures,
Yes,
yes.
as there and then.
I
By
thought you was
Monday,
going
it'll
to
be
save
too
the
late.
pictures because Monday, Poiki is
The Poiki course, he must
Poiki
not
course
even
is
come
a bit
back
voter.
to this point if
I think he must not visit it.
yeah,
if
he must just
doesn't
let
have
it
an
go. He
angle.
will argue at a
Yeah.
later stage
Yeah.
because now going back to it will be pointless unless if they start the whole process from scratch. But even if they do start the whole process from scratch, he has to see on the settings whether the settings are permanently set to mirror image or not, or use somebody else's phone.
Yes.
That's the best way it can be done. Otherwise, magayek.
Mayeke nje makuthi izomhlula. Otherwise as in phone yakhe esethwe ku default, which is mayisethwe ku default phone ezokuthatha mirror.
And to further boost his argument, he needs to find out whether the phone that accused number 3 used had that mirrorless feature or that mirror feature.
But in any case, we're
In a
waiting for
selfie.
that report.
In a selfie.
Can that report come and bury everything?
MNISI then said, Mr. Babaso, for heaven's sake, you are an expert. That's how you were introduced. In fact, that's how you introduce yourself. How then does an expert in your field confuse a memory card with a memory stick? The judge said that he did not say it confuses him. He said he may have misheard or misunderstood what MNISI was saying.
But he said
What more must he say?
He said this confusion, if you thinking USB storage is a memory card storage, I mean it's a card storage, it's a confusion.
It is a confusion. But the judge wanted to get rid of the confusion so bad.
Because
you know
he doesn't
why?
want his witness to be confused.
It discredits a witness if they are confused.
Shame. Hey, we die.
And then you tell me that the judge is judging. The judge is not biased. The judge is on the fence. Hi, Book.
Oh, Dineo. And welcome to Mzansi Co-Founders. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So the judge said that according to him, there's a difference between a memory card and a memory stick. So if you confuse the one for the other, the results can be the same. He asked if experts did not make mistakes. Okay, so this mistake
how is there a difference?
is a very expensive mistake, in my opinion.
How is there a difference between the two?
There is a difference now, so they are trying to say, but before there wasn't.
Because these are storages. You know, the only difference is that if one is in your phone as you take the picture, and you set your phone to actually store on a card, then the memory of the phone, then it saves at the original data. The other one, obviously, you cannot take a picture while it's in your phone. It's a USB. Yes, so, but they're not different. They are all storages, except the other one has an advantage because it's smaller. You can put it on your thingy, and you can tell your phone to save when you take a picture from the original point to exactly to your storage. Now they are making it as if it's a really this science that I don't know what they were explaining there.
Mabasa said that it happens. An analyst is a person. If you don't hear well, it happens. He didn't hear Mr. MNISI well. He's not denying, but he didn't hear it. And he said that he thought he was talking about a memory card and not a memory stick. It confused him. as to what he was referring
You know,
to.
at some point when MNISI was halfway with this poiky of his also, I wish I could just steal a bit of brain Yaramusipilo when it comes to this technical stuff. I wish. I was like, there are things that I think MNISI could finish them if he was Ramsipil.
Yeah. He said that he confused the word and it was the honest truth. Mr. MNISI said, Mr. Mabasa, I thought you had come here to assist the court, but I have no reservation saying to you that you have come here as a hired gun. You have just come here as a hired gun, but unfortunately when the gun arrives here, it starts to misfire as you are doing right now.
Oh.
Then MNISI
Didn't
put
I
it
say
to
that
him.
at some point? Sounds
You
like
did.
deja vu.
Hired gun.
It is misfiring. It is misfiring.
You did say.
When you're supposed to shoot there, it just
goes-
shoots back to you. No, it's really, there is no other way of explaining what was happening in that court. From what I picked up in terms of, even if you see that someone is not that person on the picture, but because so and so said it, then you agree it is that. How can you explain someone like that other than what MNISI said?
MNISI said that he will not be giving Mabasa his memory stick, otherwise he will still be confused and
All
he
that
will
was
come
left
back.
is to say you still mess up things here inside.
He'll come back and say it's
Allegedly.
a memory card. Now MNISI was about to enter that dental report, but just before he could continue, he made an announcement that Jonas had requested for an early adjournment at around 3 to attend to family matters. Mshololo also begged
Conveniently.
for leave for next week. He said she asked for Mr. Ngumalo to stand in for her. She
But
has
you
another
won't be
court
far
matter.
from the scene.
Yes, she'll be next door. And if she's needed to cross-examine, she'll come and cross-examine. Asas. We'll see. Yes, that's it, guys.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Can I have the charger? Guys, let's see what you guys have to say. All is alleged, by the way. Even though Mimoya, Yenyu. No, Mimoya. Yenyu Gila. All is alleged. And remember, try to keep it simple. And give each other a chance, guys. I see many people have been calling, but hey,
Guys, you can call in now. It's your time.
it's your time.
I will shush.
Some people call me out of office times, but yeah, now we are here.
Hey, people are very frustrated. I can feel the frustration because hi Nami, I watching disbelief. I'm flabbergasted every time. Ngiyababaza. The whole time that I'm covering the proceedings, I'm like is this even happening? Is this even real? Why are
It's
we
real,
being
yeah.
lied to?
Yesterday, what's the day today? It's already 12. So yesterday is today. Ngaze ngamthanda Mabasa, Judge ambiza nge-expect with pride, and Mabasa said, no, mina, I'm just an analyst, but I was deflated and defeated. Shame. Mr. Ano, I worked for a public health and it's not easy for us as well to testify among us, same as private health care. Ngoba mawuya a court, it's independent role, meaning wena ne-certificate sakho. So if ungaqamba manga evidence engaba disputed by another healthcare practitioner, ungaphucwa certificate. That's why even DNA doctor government could not lie. Oh yes, Mzansi, hello. They've been waiting for this
Mr.
person.
Ano,
Mzansi, hello.
how are you?
We're good.
Hello,
How are
Mr.
you?
Ano. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, I can't really get into that now, but I'm just glad to be back, you know.
Yes, you were missed. You have missed Kaya.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, guys. Life happens, things happen, but we praise God that, I'm here, and I'm well.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. I haven't been following the case for a while because really I was just getting put in pain to a certain extent, It was just like, but then I just started following again, I think last week. When I think Judge Rata maybe is actually regretting his decision to allow these photos to be used because I don't think he actually expected things to turn this way. Right? He didn't think that, he didn't think things would happen this way. Ngube is, he has a very tenacious attitude. And I really admire that about him. He pays attention in court and he's really working very well with Advocate MNISI. He's taking notes and he's fighting for himself. So I really, want to, applaud him for actually insisting that, he be taken in for a dental examination. I'm looking forward to the results of that. According to my little research that I've done, there was no Samsung J5. There was no Samsung J5 in 2012. It was released in 2015. So so that's a bit awkward. Now, as for the warrant officer, my goodness, that was a train wreck. That man, he sounded like he's just floating in another planet. His speech was slurred. He sounded like he couldn't even follow what he was saying. He sounded lost. It's like he was confusing himself. He would say something and then later on he changes. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, did he really say removing a battery and an SD card modifies pictures?
Yes.
I mean, imagine how many of us had actually removed our batteries and our SD cards and put them back in and nothing changed. And then he says he can't even, he couldn't even explain where he located the gold on the tooth. He used his right hand to identify the gold tooth. Did you see Numalo's facial expression? This woman is facial expression. They are Numalo.
Everyone's perplexed. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Witness is up in place.
Yes.
Are you watching every move I make? No. Why did they no?
Are you monitoring me?
You are a monitoring spirit.
Satanic word. This is like, what?
What else did you observe?
I'm so done with this case. I don't want to lie. The more the state keeps doing this, we're going to see big things in that court. I'm telling you.
Mr. Are, let me spare you the agony. There's no favoritism here. You know what? You know what? I think that, look, in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
When you have maybe friends or co-workers who are experts in different areas, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Good, you know that, okay, Ola, if I approach this person will be able to help me with this one will be able to help me with this. Now, in my opinion, I suspect that Bomokola, they were just looking for things that would corroborate or support what they brought. You understand? So because they have buddies within the set, they knew who Mabasa, you are the photo, you understand? They can give us what we want and we can put this puzzle together and present it before the court. You understand?
Yes.
Because they didn't think that this case would go far. These guys will plead not guilty, go to trial, and everything will be ripped apart. You understand? I don't think they could see that far. They just thought this thing was going to be an open and shut thing during COVID and then fail. You understand? But unfortunately, their bros didn't help them. They are cracking under cross-examination. So it didn't work. That's why Mokola wanted me to look for the gold tooth. You understand? Even if the gold tooth is not there, he was supposed to place it there. And then get expert, the photo. The photo. He will be believed because he's an expert.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So now this is what I see happen here. But this thing is falling apart. If we had a judge, a real judge, this thing would have been thrown in the bin a long time ago.
What do you mean? We have
but now we're just going every day on and on, spending money.
We have a judge. Oh, what do you mean we have a judge?
God, guys, this doesn't make sense. This whole dragging out.
No, he's just a speaker fella sitting there with a red robe. I want to judge him all. That's my opinion. I want to judge him all.
So we have Bruce Lee. With the
I don't even know what we should not insult Bruce Lee. I don't even know what we have there. Maybe Renali, that guy at his last stages, Parkinson's disease, throwing hands around. That guy, that fox guy, maybe that's what we have. With all the waving of the hands and the shaking of the fingers, we don't even know. Anyway, that not all that glitters is gold.
Yes.
So that was a loaded statement.
Too much.
It didn't just apply to the gold tooth. It was applying to everything else. Not all that glitters is gold.
I know. Oh, thank you, Dad.
But anyway, yes, you guys take care. I love you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Love
you.
you too.
Love
Missed
you
man.
too. Hey, you were missed.
Bye.
Bye.
And I miss you guys too. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, guys.
Zanzi, hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Hey,
Morning.
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 Anonymous there. It's Abel again from Susanguve.
Social.
Yes. Hi, Abel. Welcome back.
Baripitori Mashanye.
Yeah, Peter, yeah, Kirina Vale Babo Taiman.
Hey, what diamond? Sure, it's bad.
But what I like to say, man, you said it all. You said it all. Otherwise, some other things but said it all. But the thing is, today, ne?
Yeah.
Today.
Yes.
Rata, the judge, he was trying to say more to law. The expert don't lie.
Yeah.
He was trying to do unikeza Mabasa ukuthi akaqambi amanga, and then Mabasa said no, and Mabasa said no, I'm not an expert, I'm an analyst.
Okay,
man, thanks guys, man.
Thank you. So good. Hey.
Mabasa was not getting the hints.
You know, I wanted to go further to some Makanjera. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Mr. Ano and gorgeous Emily.
Hi.
I'm okay. Guys, you know what? Today I was working and following the proceedings with my earphones on, you know,
Yes.
busy with work. But hey, and my boss ended up calling me, say, "Hey, why are you laughing?" I was in stitches, you know. I almost forgot that I'm at work, you know. Because I was laughing big with my earphones on. Then my boss he'd call me and he'd come say, why are you laughing? Then, you know, I had to put up an excuse. You know what?
Just start laughing by yourself and people think you're crazy. You're like, yo.
Yes. People say, this guy, is he crazy? What's going on? But you know what? Okay, first thing, like always, shout out to you guys. You know, you are the best, you know, when it comes to this case. I follow, I listen to, I used to listen to Newsroom. Is that journalist? Sorry for mentioning the media house, but hey, there's that reporter by the name MNISI Linda. What? That guy is crazy, man. Hey,
I see you today.
Yeah, he thinks that's poison. You know, he thinks that Africans. You know what? You South Africans and us, but we are one.
Yeah,
we are one,
yeah,
guys.
yeah,
we are all
yeah,
Africans.
yeah,
you know.
all Africans.
Honestly true.
Yes. So that yes. You know, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a journalist. I did finance. I did finance. I studied finance at university.
Okay.
But that guy, I don't know why that guy is paid for all that stupid dirty report. I just don't know, guys. I just don't. Sorry, today it's Friday. It's Friday. You know how Fridays are.
Everyone is
But
there.
I knew the time.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew that this time, that's the time of my show.
Yes.
Muzan's Relay. Yes.
Yes.
Emily and Ano.
Yes.
All I can say, that guy, Mabasa. Guys, you know what? Yes, in Zimbabwe, we have A levels, and I know that's how you call it metric.
Yes.
Your subs must make sure that you employ highly qualified guys,
Yes.
and make sure that you vet the qualifications of your subs guys. Was that guy? No.
I get you.
It's a joke, man. It's a joke. And we depend on you guys. You're the almost one of the biggest economies in Africa. Yeah?
Yes.
You're like our big brother of Africa. You get it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys. You're the big brother of Africa. We look up to you. You know. But when you employ such guys with such brains, something's wrong.
Just a word of advice. Don't
Yes.
look up to us when it comes to policing. Yeah, I think we would rather have yours than ours.
Than ours. Yes, I'm sure that I'll be a better police station than that guy. I'm telling you. Without even training, my guy.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. Back to our case. I know what I enjoyed how you was being tripled by MNISI.
Yeah.
You know, left right center. Oh my lord! I misunderstood the word. What that nonsense, man? Eh? I just want you just to give you shout outs.
Thank
because
you.
already everything has been said, you know.
Thank you.
I just love you guys, and my prayer is, you know what, I just wish for a miracle so that God can prevail in that case and help those poor guys. You know what, those guys, some of them, except for Ntanzi guy, right? All those guys are already serving their sentences, right?
Yeah.
They, yes, they might have committed crime before, but they're not the guys who unalived Senzo Meyiwa. That's the truth, man. That's the real truth. They're not the guys who unalived Senzo Meyiwa. From all that is happening, and it's a shame, man, that Mr. Uncle Tom, Mr. German Shepherd, he's trying by all means to stick to what he has concluded before. But it's clearly concrete, 100% evident that these guys, they didn't do this, man. They didn't do this. That's the truth.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know what? It's Friday. I just wanted to call. I didn't follow what you were leading us because I had the opportunity to listen while I was working during the day.
No.
But I knew that this is the time for my show.
Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
So I just had to call and give shout out to Arno and Emily. I love you guys. You're the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sure I hope there's that profile picture with the Barcelona GP profile picture.
Yes.
I will inbox you. I will make a trip to Mzanzi. I'll fly to Mzanzi. I would want to meet you guys.
All right, cool. Not a problem. Touch us on the
Okay,
phone.
thanks. Eh?
Cool,
Thanks.
thank you.
Thank you guys. Be blessed, eh?
You too. Yeah, right. It's Friday. Certain things are not controllable. Zanzi, hello. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. This Emily. My goal is Amos.
Sorry, we missed that part.
I say, Sanmona. My goal is Amos.
Magoldish. Oh.
I'm a goldish.
Oh, goldish.
I'm a gold color.
No.
Hey, Mama Penny.
Mr. Anonymous,
Yes.
let me tell you something, yeah?
Yeah.
Because I experienced this case is personal and grata. It just needs to be Ibrahim Rasool from the court record because I equal them. And as for Mabasa, I don't think he's dumb and I don't think he was strong. He knows exactly what he does. And I believe, like, when he got his job, like, he was really qualified for the job. But what I can get from Mabasa, Mabasa is tired of lying. Mabasa doesn't want to do this anymore. And he's that kind of person, he's just saying whatever. He's not drunk. He's tired of lying.
He's tired.
As he should. Yeah, that's all I have to say. It's just personal and gratitude. Ibrahim Rasool that case once and for all. Jay, peace and class.
Yeah, no. Thank you.
Yeah, there's nothing there. And as for what this other advocate, Banda, what he did today in court, like, is that allowed to alter information like in full view of the public? And I don't know, has it been reported on the news? Because it was in front view, like,
I didn't see. You see, if I don't see Criselda there, I get worried. You know, there's Criselda and the rest of reporters. I don't know what to call them, reporters. But yeah, a reporter is supposed to report what happened in court. So I don't know what they are. The left and the right wing.
Yeah, because that was a scandal. That was a scandal, and I'm just so happy because advocate minister, like, he spoke out about it and he stood his ground, and I'm very happy because it's on record. And if they're able to fidget in front of the judge. What are they doing behind the scenes? If I was the judge, I was just like, you know what, there's nothing here and there. Let's just struck it off like the register. I don't know. Mabasa, please forgive that guy. Forgive him. He's tired of lying.
No, he's tired.
Thank you.
Allegedly. Oh, thank you. Right. Asizela, please like the video, guys, while you are still here. Don't forget, if you happen to forget, please like the video. We are still taking the course. Mzansi, hello.
Hi, Mr. Ano and Emily.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for taking my call.
Yes.
And thanks for the good work. It was a good summary. I missed the proceedings, but I did catch up on your review. So thanks for the good job. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then, I wanted to jog your memory. Yesterday, I told you that this Banda guy, you can even tell the way he's testifying. This guy did nothing with those pictures, man. I told you the one who orchestrated those pictures. It was our own doctor. Now the guy cannot even explain, man. And according to my view, they did whatever they wanted to do. And in fact, from my own experience, what I have learned so far, the clever cop is an allegation. They will find what they want to find, and then they will find the one that they believe this one can do this job for us. And the guy will just take it like, okay, they said it's Gaza, and I'm gonna go. They are looking for this picture. They said it has got a goat tooth. I'm just gonna go there and say there's a goat tooth, and then you would think everything is gonna be finished. But I totally agree with you, Misano. It's not even a matter of time where we will start complaining about whatever 6.5 million has been used on this case. The fact that it takes 2 years for the state to present its case, the main complaint must go to the state then, because that's where the problem is. Because you cannot blame a defense. The defense comes to respond to what you are saying. And next week, Advocate Munisi did a good job to hold to the report. We want to go on weekend without knowing the content of the report. We want to come back on Monday.
Yeah.
On Monday, and then you could see that on Thursday, there was no intention to sit on a Friday. They just wanted to go on Monday, and it was by a miracle. Mabasa came back, and from the testify, you can see 100%. Just a waste of time. They just found the information. They wanted to put it on record. They found Mabasa to say, Mabasa, come and testify. And someone was going to back it up. And we must never forget why we listen, why we follow this court case. We just want the truth.
Yes.
The truth. And Mr. Ano, I hear you when you say judges have got a judgment. I hear you. But, mate, if you've got a judgment without the evidence, I know, I can't follow it. I have learned so much from Karen Reed case, the one that was happening in the US.
Yes.
Mate, the evidence should be able to explain itself.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
These pictures, I sent you a picture of that GT220 Samsung phone that they are saying took those pictures.
Yes.
That phone was released in 2011.
Yes.
And it had no future for itself. So why are we talking about itself? Because the best experiment that should be done in court is to get the phone, that phone, original phone, and bring it here and take pictures where you're saying there's a selfie and there's no future for selfie. Then you contradict yourself. Because if we assume that the G220 Samsung phone is the same as my iPhone 16, that's a serious error, man. Because these phones have evolved so much from 2012, 2013 to where we are this time. Yeah, it's better we take a similar phone or exactly like that just to repeat the experiment in court. And I hear that they're telling us, the photos different, nothing like that, man. Take a selfie, it will be the same thing. It doesn't matter the direction. And explain to me why that guy says when you switch off the phone and switch on the data, the picture changes the date that is modified. How is that possible, man? What kind of stupidity is that, man? Yeah? You want to take us for fools or what? Because it doesn't matter. And in fact, what Ministry and Defense Council must do is to get the SD card where Gasha saved those pictures and get someone with a laptop, man. and go and open themselves those pictures. Because this thing of XRY system and the saving, and then when it's saved from there changes. No, it's just bullshit, man. Just to get the SD card, because the memory, the pictures that they saved in the memory card, they are still there. And then we must you open them in court and we check when was this picture taken. Because I also suspect those pictures were edited. That's my view. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to talk.
Thank you as usual. You guys are flying, man. You guys are flying. You are flying, and yeah, my favorite people. It's Friday. It is a Friday. Yeah. Please press that like button. Thank you, Mtozi Senlanga, our moderator, for reminding people to like. Please, is doing. This is what Mtozi Senlanga signed up for here, and we appreciate it very much. Just follow. Pedro saying #justice for Senzo. We must never forget. I keep his mother in my prayers, and this cooking must end, and let her find peace. This is Pedro, and we appreciate that. Tipuo, thank you. We appreciate you. Pinky Nziba, thank you. Ansi Kemoya, our moderator, back here. Thank you. It's nice to see you joining the live. I know that sometimes it takes a lot because you guys are working. Ngoni Vere, you said yes, caller. Let's have that phone in court. Brilliant idea. Nukile Albertina, yes. Nugza, Ushonjalo Unugza Uti is just laughing at Laura. Chukuana, thank you. I appreciate you. Positive vibes with T. I agree with the caller. I've been saying they must bring the exhibit Mnube's phone to court. Yeah. We appreciate you. Please like the video, Laura, our member. And by the way, thank you, Dibu. Let me see so that I don't speak. Dineo N. Yeah, that's Dineo N. Let me just check. Thank you very much. We didn't mention your gift. Thank you. Other than the fact that you also joined membership and then gifting us. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. It's Mlambo. Oh, it's Mlambo Design also. Thank you, Mlambo Design. We appreciate you. Gaugelo. Figile Fixa. Yes. Mzansi, hello.
Hello, Mustano.
Hey, sir, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good.
Hi, family.
Hi.
Good, and you?
I'm good.
Mustano, I just want to be fair to Mabasa on one point.
Yes.
The aspect of selfies. I think it's just that Mabasa did not explain it properly, because I know that there's a selfie that can do that, change their positions.
It's a feature that you tick it on, right?
Yes. So it does changes how you will appear, because first, before I know it, my wife is using an Onane. I used to quibble with my wife a lot, thinking that he has changed the ring from left to right, because the ring is on the left. But if he takes a picture of a selfie using those settings, it will make the ring look like it's on the right hand side.
Yes.
Whereas the ring is on the left hand side.
Yeah.
So I know it does, just to be fair on that one.
But the question that we have is, was it doing at the time? And the phone in question, was it doing the very same thing at the time?
No, it doesn't. I think it comes with this new phones that are now the smartphones, but back then, no, those phones they didn't do that.
This is where we have this quibble. This is where we are fighting. Yes.
And I'm saying that on that one, when he talks about the smartphones of now, because he wants to even demonstrate with a smartphone of now.
Yeah.
But MNISI should have put it to him to say the smartphones are currently now. You are talking about something that happened about 2014. So in 2014, we had no smartphones that can do that. So that's where the problem is.
Yes.
And for Mabasa to now, a whole aspect says he's getting confused between a SIM card and a memory stick and a memory card. Oh, I was like, yo, this guy, what is this guy saying exactly?
It was Friday. You must forgive him for that.
And the guy was sounding like he has passed somewhere. You know what Judge Rata used to say?
Was he the one who was babbing there? I think I heard someone bab on the mic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was happy. I know, man. Today, really, I don't know where the state is going with this case. You know, if we had a proper judge with a proper sense.
We do, yes.
This case would have long been a mistrial and stop this whole nonsense. Because even now, the cooking, they now want to do it right now in court. Yeah. I mean, what is that? What is that now? Now, that, like now the court now, they are coming right inside the court. Allegedly.
Bring them to the function. It happens. It's a moving kitchen.
It's a moving kitchen now. No, really. Now it's coming right inside the court. Like even MNISI was like, MNISI was shocked today.
We've been shocked.
MNISI was shocked with Matt. But what is really happening here?
We've been shocked on their behalf.
Proper judge.
Yeah.
A proper judge would have seen that. Even the judge, he tries to defend this thing, but somewhere he sees that, but hey, I'm defending the defenseless thing here. I really, because you can see even the demeanor of the judge that the guy somewhere he sees that, but hey, these guys, I'm trying to defend them, but they keep missing this left, right, and center. Let's wait for Monday and see when MNISI now brings to Mabasa to say, you know, the report says accused number 3 never had a gold teeth. I don't know where that guy is going to say now we got that gold teeth from that picture, because he needs to explain it to us.
Yes.
You know, there is a chapter in the book of this case that says, according to what Gininda and the rest are saying, therefore, would you be surprised if he sticks to that?
Imagine the guy is saying, according to Gininda. If he says, what do you see? Accused number 3, according to what Gininda saw. Now, if Gininda is your eyes, you can't see without Gininda. You can't think without Gininda.
I can think without you.
Like it's been operation. All of them, they've been using Gininda from ever since they started to testify. Abu Mokhane, Bukhula, Bucheles, they've been saying Brigadier Gininda will come and explain. Brigadier Gininda will come. Now Mabasa is adopting the very saying now. Now Gininda is his eyes now. He can't see without Gininda.
Yeah.
It's a problem. Yes. No, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling.
Hi, guys.
Right. It is Mabisa abantu. It is Mabisa abantu bafikile. Mthembu Rosemary, our member. But Mtoses have mentioned you. Brenda Ngema, thank you. Theophilia, yeah. Thank you very much. Positive Vibes have mentioned you. Lazora, I've mentioned you though at some point. Udineo, and I've mentioned Dineo. Ngihamba nawo ngehlanjinani ufuholok. Lord, I've mentioned MZ. Thank you for being with us. Ndlandas Kosana, thank you. We appreciate you. Mpo, we appreciate you. Zanende Nazo. Mzansi, hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Are we still on?
Yes.
We are on. As long as you can just reduce the volume and then...
let me just switch off my TV. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Firstly, I wanted to start with what you were talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes.
About the judge talking about black lawyers. Imagine if that statement was made by a white judge. Where would we be right now?
We would be fighting.
It would be
We'll
trending.
be fighting.
It would
We'll
be
be
trending.
It will be trending.
Yes.
But now, because it's right, it's okay. Everything goes.
Yes.
And then today was just a joke.
Yeah.
He can't be racist. No.
And I think the longer these people keep on cooking, their food is burning. It's not doing the right thing.
Isha Neso.
They must just Anyway, thank you guys for everything. We love you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
We love you too.
Isha Neso, basho njalo call. Doka Shabalala, thank you. Fixing of Benjidio, Tipu of Benjidio. Simangele MNISI, siyabonga. Hayi. Siphinde sibonge kakhulu uMlambo Designs. Thank you. God bless you. Khawkhelo, siyabonga. Thank you. Tebogo, thank you very much for being here. Pinky Nziba, thank you. Tobeka D, our moderator, thank you for being here. Pedro, I've mentioned you. Yes, I've mentioned you. Tembelani Kanye, thank you. Siyabonga, Chukwana, I've mentioned. MNISI, thank you. We appreciate the MNISIs you gave birth to. One hero. We appreciate MNISI. Tembelani Kanye, I've mentioned you. Ntsiki Cassandra Kamguni, our member, thank you. We appreciate you. Sesenjalo, Utokas have mentioned, Tumpo have mentioned. Ansukemo I've mentioned. Yeah, pinda manje, pinda Chaulain Zoli. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Starting I call Mzansi, hello. It's Friday today.
Hello.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Anonymous.
Hello.
Hey, sir. How are you?
Ngiyaphila kunjani?
It's Con, I'm afraid. Just Con.
Mr. Anonymous, ndicela ninikhumbuze into eyi-1.
Yeah.
uGininda wavuma uba la picture yebrother kaMncube ayingomncube.
I don't remember him admitting to that. I remember him being told, but I don't remember him admitting to it.
No, he never admitted.
But what was Sibande saying today? So Sibande contradicting Gininda now.
You remember when I say sometimes you must object for the sake of objecting?
Yeah.
That was the moment. Objection. You think when you're standing up?
I think the state is lying to the people that they normally call to the stand. They normally ambush them with the questions on the stand. From the guy from LPC, and Mabasa didn't know what he was doing in court. Like, he thought he was testifying with that photoshopped picture, and it ended there. So, yonke lento adibana nayo yokubuzwa what is it? The pictures ebeziwe that were modified in 2017, and the technicalities of metadata and whatnot. Mabasa akazazi. And when he started his testimony, he was so confident. And he had an attitude, Nyana. But after MNISI started exposing the discrepancies, I noticed him a change in the voice, the chona, and he started struggling to speak. He couldn't, he was mumbling. He couldn't even form a proper sentence, even in Zulu.
Yeah.
So, I think the judge now, he has to, to the people that they normally call to the stand. They normally ambush them with the questions on the stand. But what Sibande saying today, I think the state is lying to the people that they normally call to the stand. They normally ambush them with the questions on the stand. But what Sibande saying today, I think the state is lying to the people that they normally call to the stand. They normally ambush them with the questions on the stand. But what Sibande saying today, I think the state is lying to the people that they normally call to the stand. They normally ambush them with the questions on the stand. But what Sibande saying today, I think the state is lying to the people that they normally call to the stand. They normally ambush them with the questions on the stand. But what Sibande saying today, I think the state is lying to the people that they normally call to the stand. They normally ambush them with the questions on the stand. But what Sibande saying today, I think the state is lying to the people that they normally call to the stand. They normally ambush them with the questions on the stand. But what Sibande saying today, I think the state is lying to the people that they normally c
he is in a very difficult position to say, my value case. He is trying to defend this state, and this state are sending up punches to defend themselves. So I think Monday, Mabasa kalalanga uyazibomba because he sounded like he passed by landa uthanda urata. Now akakwazi nokuthetha because MNISI was cooking him, and a lot of cooking is still coming on Monday.
Yeah.
I doubt he will even come on time on Monday.
Yeah.
But thank you guys. I managed to call today because I'm not working tomorrow. We normally start so late.
Yeah.
But thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, guys.
We appreciate you. Yabona today, mawusalela. If usalela and you say, you guys did not answer. Icon. Angazi nami. I don't know. Miss don't know. I tried. Kodwa le ndaba yokuthi nizoyiziba yini le ndaba yokuthi uMabasa uhambe ekhuluma isiZulu abuye ekhuluma isingisi. But ke asiyeke leyo.
Konje bekakhuluma isiZulu.
Yeah, interpretela isiZulu. Interpretela ngesizulu from English. Athule nje asibhekile. Mzansi, hello. Mzansi, hello. There's someone on the call, but is not saying anything. Mzansi, hello. Mzansi, hello. Okay. Zakhala is ingcini. Zakhala ingcini. Bafethu. Angisazi-ke nami ukuthi yini lesiyenzeka lana manje. Nyovasdam. Let's call again. Yeah, uMabasa usenzile lokho zani. Wathula, wahambe ekhuluma isingisi ubuye ukhuluma isingisi. Mzansi, hello. Mzansi, hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Yebo, siyabonga.
Yebo.
Siyabonga njani?
Siyaphila njani?
Siyaphila.
Ikhona. Hayi siyalandela bafowethu siyalandela kodwa hayi akuhlangana. Akuzwakali mina ngize ngisola ngithi mhlawumbe ujaji nje ufuna ukuthi babone abantu nje ukuthi akuhlangani ngendlela ukuthi njengoba ehlala esho nje hayi iSouth Africa kusho ngabantu abamnyama manje. Mhlawumbe ufuna nje uyasupportha nje lento ukuthi vele ikhanye ngoba hayi kufanele ngabe useyasho ukuthi hayi no lento leli practice.
Yeah.
Ayiphumi kahle. So ngiyasola nje ukuthi ngoba udefender nalapho kungakubonakali khona nje ukuthi uthina kuzwakali udefender abanye abantu. Mabasa ayikho into yakhe ekhuluma ayizwakali kodwa usebhizi zama ungenela. BALOYI sebeze baphuma bona baphumile manje bayabona ukuthi hayi ngazi ngikhetha izimfeda manje lokho engizama ukukhuluma.
Hayi uDulu BALOYI.
Uthatha iback seat.
Ayikhona. Akuzwakali siyabonga. Otherwise umsebenzi wena I like your analysis.
Thank you.
Ngiyawuthanda indlela esebenza ngayo.
Siyabonga kakhulu.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Yeah.
BALOYI uthule angisamazi.
Silala sikhona.
Angisamazi.
Khali ingcingo nje kuphela.
My lord.
I thought he was going to object when the witness was called a gun, a swingling. My lord,
I think there's no need for insults to be used in the court.
Not even a gun that is normal, a misfiring one.
Misfiring hired gun. I thought he was gonna object there. I was like, oh, okay.
Hey, Popoling. Hey, Popoling goes day.
My lord,
Ijambi.
there's no need to be hurling insults.
Right. I guess what is Bambabana. Zanzi, hello.
Morning.
Morning.
Ngiyakhala namhlanje.
Yeah.
Hayi bezikhala kakhulu.
Ngiyakhala ngiyabona busy ngecall again. I'm just listening. I thought I'm not going to call today, but due to the fact that I think what Mr. Mngomezulu said the other day, what somebody can be tempted that there is a cooking that is happening. Allegedly. Allegedly, we just almost forget that allegedly.
Yes.
You see, Mr. Anonymous, today, unfortunately, the reason why I was just quiet, the thing is I lost the logic of what Minister was looking from this guy, right? And that's why at some point I wanted to ask you that as far as you concerned, what was actually Minister was looking from this guy is the authenticity of the picture or the information, the authenticity of the information from the picture, or the picture itself. You know, when it has been taken from another gadget to another gadget, or from another device to another device.
Mm-hmm.
As far as you concerned, what was it?
Everything
at once, as you put it. But he has an you know when you have an answer, but you just want to uyithosa kancane le yanto le. Nana lokho bekukhona ne-arrogance inyano uyibonile ukuthi he was
yes, I like that because another thing that I'm glad, but irrespective, Mr. was on point all the time. However, it's just that he doesn't know about the development of these devices in these days.
Yeah.
Now I am the unhired analyst now because I'm being hired by you guys just to give some help on this.
Please.
I've done IT information technology. I've got a certificate. I didn't finish my diploma, but I've got a certificate. I've done programming and everything.
Yes.
For instance, if you press your calculator, it says 3 times 3. It will tell you that it's 9. But how does it calculate it? There is a program beneath, which we call it as a programming. Programming is something that has been done by you. For these, you see, for your web page, as now I see you on the TV, there is moving words. So I've programmed it by myself. If those words are running on the left-hand side of the TV, if I want them to run on the other opposite side, I have to change my program, right? So they run other way around, you see.
Yeah.
So I've done IT and I've extra done a 2 units recording, archives and recording.
Yeah.
So I've studied about a record, an electric record.
Yes.
Right? And the electric record can be modified, can be altered, right? Now, before we get into that, before we dip into the end, let's take the phones now. The phones are limited in terms of editing, right? That phone that they are talking about did not have an access to edit pictures. Instead, is to store and save the date when the picture was taken, right? But in our phones now, I've got an iPhone 14 now. This iPhone 14, when you go to details, it tells you the date, the actual date, the original date when the picture I took, right?
Yes.
But I can be able to, it says when you go to the 3 dots on top, on the right hand top, it shows you that adjustment of time and date. So on the iPhone, that you can adjust the original time, you can adjust and clean the record, right?
Yeah.
But the software that is within my iPhone can be reversed, that what I adjusted, because if it's put it on the system that could see that there was an alteration on this picture, irrespective of it comes from the original phone where it was taken.
Yes.
Because of they know that the software that has been put there, it allows the user to edit
Right? Yes.
That's the difference. So I'm agree with the caller that says that phone, that old phone of this guy, that was the picture that or the memory card was within that phone. Should be the one that has been brought into court. Because now the thing is, if you still remember those olden phones, before you save the picture, it would ask you that you want to save it on the device or on the memory card.
Yes.
Because first we have to check what is the reason for the memory card to be inserted on the phone.
Yes.
We used to save the space of the phone so that when the phone is saving pictures, once the space of the phone is full, then you can move those pictures to that device. Now, bear in mind, in those old phones, if you move the pictures from your phone to the memory card, the date will change because the phone who determines the date when you take the picture.
Yes.
But if you change it, you take those pictures to that memory stick within the phone, it will slightly it will change the what you call the date. The day that you transfer that data to the memory stick or memory card, right?
Yeah.
And same applies that if you take that information that now you've taken from the phone into the memory card, when you remove from the memory card to the memory stick, which is the outside external, we call it an external device now, right?
Yeah.
Still another time, on the arrival, time will change.
Yes.
Right? Now, let's get back and dive to the deep end of this now. Now, what happened is exactly what Ngomezulu said, that somebody can be tempted to say there's a day in, day out, there's a cooking here. There was a cooking on that. And that guy is not like he's confused of the memory stick and the memory card. It's just that if, Mr. Anonymous, you know your job and now I bought you and I hired you to explain what I want you to explain, you will start to confuse even what you know.
Yeah.
You see? Because that picture with that guy with the what you call the gold, that picture is outhead. Remember, the information that is within, irrespective of it's an iPhone, whatever, the original information, once it gets out of that gadget and put it into a laptop which has got a software to analyze, because that guy was analyzing.
Yes.
He's not the expert. He's the analyzer. The expert is the person who can see that this was analyzed, but also altered, or changed, or modified. So now, what actually happened there? They now change it. The what you call the date. By the time they took that information from the memory card to the memory stick, the information that is on the memory stick is totally different. So that's why now in that picture, the date was modified to suit the day of that incident of 2014 instead of 2017 or 2013. I'm not quite certain that picture was taken 2011 or 2013 or 2012, something like that.
Yes.
That's what actually happened. However, now if we go to the what you call now, oh God, here it goes now. It just ran away. But nevertheless, I'm trying to say something has been done here. That's why this guy he got lost. I'm glad that MNISI is going to bring someone else now. I wish they could do that. Bring someone else to come into court and do that. Because this thing, Mr. Anonymous, it was done to me here I'm working at SAPS. The detective took my docket. There was a docket that was open against me. They took it into court. Remember, at court, is dealing with justice. This is SAPS. Now, when you take the docket into court, you need to feed the system that I'm taking this docket now to court.
Yes.
Then you update the system that today, the 20th, I'm taking the docket to court. So they forgot to do that, and that docket was laying in court, being analyzed by the prosecutors for 5 days. Yeah. Then after the conclusion, they now get back to the system, and the system, the care system is like PDF. You cannot change. So that's when I picked it up that this docket was done today, that it went to court and came back the same day to court. I remember long time ago, I think that was 2 years ago when I called you guys and analyzed it. You see, so that's the thing basically there. So that's why I'm saying that there is a cooking, and cooking went wrong. That's why MNISI is sticking into that. So that's my submission, guys.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right, cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think you are a right caller to be the last one.
Yes.
Asishiye kanjena email. Isizoyona masisuka la. Before to press the like button, I see we are still many. Please press the like button and thina siyaphuma ke manje. Mina ngiyaphuma nanangu email. It has been a good day. I hope that we still have this. It's been a while since we've seen people closer to. In fact, the highest number was 800.